What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Neca Trick or Treat Clothed Sam. Alright, my zillions, doing another Sam here. I've previously done the Mezco kind of super deformed Sam. I think I did that review here. Oh, hey, Sam, where'd you go? He had enough. But I actually just sold that one. It's still here. It actually sold this weekend, and it's going out tomorrow. But as soon as I sold, I went to get this guy because I had said I want to get one of the new Necas. They did this and they did the ultimate version, but I didn't want to get it until I sold that. Now, I love Trick or Treat. I just don't feel the need to have multiples of this character in my collection, if that makes any sense. There's certain characters, like, I could have a million of, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this guy, Sam, is one of them. But I was really impressed with the way this one in particular looked. I have seen both in store at this point. And this one just did it for me more, so I really want to get this clothed one more so than the ultimate version, which I think to me looks a little bit too plasticky, I guess. I don't know. But there you have it. I sold one. I bought the other. Let's get to this review. For accessories, Sam comes with this sack that he has here in the movie, like his trick-or-treat bag. It has a bendy wire in it, which is cool at the edges, so you can, like, you know, kind of shape it maybe over his shoulder or on the floor, dragging behind him. The only problem is I have a difficult time getting him to hold it, so maybe you could stick it in his hand, his thumb, like underneath the string, I guess. Yeah, I guess that would work. You know, in this hand it's a little tougher, but I guess if you did that, it's not perfect either way. The way they did it, but it's fine. It does look good. It's like kind of dirty looking. Stitching is okay. This is the first of the clothed figures I've gotten from Neca, actually. So don't have much experience with them. They've all looked like various degrees of okay, but lately I feel like this one and the Michael Myers, which I didn't get but I want, they all look pretty good. So yeah, I definitely felt like I had to get this, and this is okay. This looks pretty good. And what you can put in there if you wanted to is his like half-eaten pumpkin lollipop. I always thought this looked like a moon as well. It's pretty cool. Nice little bludgeoning weapon because, you know, lollipops do get sharp. And that you can stick in his hand. It is very skinny here, and I would be careful that it would, you know, it could break. But the black on it looks pretty good, and the rest is kind of like a translucent orange. And if you are hearing my voice sounding a little messed up, it is because I do have a cold. There is a hole here in the hand, so you want to try to be able to stick it in that. And there you go. Here's Sam. There's a lollipop. Let's do articulation. Head is, I believe, on a big ball joint. There is nothing in the chest. There is a waist swivel. Hinge swivel at the shoulder. There is a rotation here. I guess it's at the upper bicep. He is clothed, so I don't know for sure. I believe it's just a single jointed elbow. And then there is a hinge here at the wrist, and you can swivel it. Full split. Kicks forward nicely, goes back even, which is cool. Is there any? Yep, there is rotation here at the thigh, which is good. Can't tell if it's a single joint or I think it's a single joint on the knee. Hinge. I guess we can actually look at that. This one we could move up. Yep, single joint at the knee. You can see they have like these generic bodies underneath. That's fine. Hinge at the foot. And that's really all you got at the foot. Oh, you can rotate it here at the knee. Somewhere. I'm getting some sort of rotation. No, that's rotating all the way from on up. So just a hinge. I would have liked a little bit of rocking action at the foot, but you do not get that. All right, checking out Sam here in total. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Let's check out the non-clothed parts first. First, you got the little slipper part of his PJs. It looked pretty good. I think the A little bit of shading on there is nice. A little bit of dry brush, I guess. And then, you know, it's fine. It looks good. It's got some folds and wrinkles in there. As for the hands, those are looking pretty good as well. Kind of flat, but okay. You know, like, he is kind of otherworldly. Looks pretty good. Nice looking gloves. Pretty well done. The colors are grimy and, you know, keeps up with the whole appearance. And now taking a look at the rest of the PJs here. Done in orange. A little bit baggy, but I feel like that's good. Par for the course. And it's a little bit dirty, which is excellent. And then you got the little patches around, which are done pretty good. I'd say maybe the stitching is a tad bit big, but, you know, it is what it is. It is, you know, you can only do so much, you know. Here you got this big butt piece stitched on, which looks decent. So overall, I do like how the PJs look. I think they look pretty good. The head here, we're gonna zoom in close so you can see the buttons are very nicely done. And then the stitching looks pretty right, I would say. The thing is, there's kind of like foam in here, or kind of like fiber fill type of stuff. And you gotta like maneuver it a little bit, even the head inside, to make the shape feel a little more Samish, but I think it's pretty well the way it is right now. Has a tie around it. I do like this bottom piece, and the tattered frayed ends look pretty good, I think. Yeah, overall, I feel like this head is very nicely done. As far as the overall proportions, I think that is pretty good as well. You know, it doesn't look like, he doesn't look like a big person, an adult, I should say. A big person. You know, like, I think it does what it needs to do, and the head is nice and big, and it should be. So yeah, I dig the proportions on this figure. All right, so now spoilers. If you know, didn't see the back of the packaging, or if you haven't seen the movie, I'm gonna take off the little hood here. Hood? Cowl? Nope. Mask. Sack. So, again, spoilers. In 3, 2, 1. There you go. There is the Sam head in all its glory. What is Sam? That's up for some debate. But it has this kind of demon-esque, pumpkin-headed deal. Like skeletal pumpkin. It looks pretty crazy and gnarly and cool. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I can't remember if exactly it is said within. But I do, and you know, honestly guys, you don't need to talk about it below. You know, you don't, because I'd rather folks go out and see this movie. Because if you haven't seen Trick or Treat, is by the director of Godzilla King of the Monsters, so there you go. I do like that the neck here and the chest is, you know, that same kind of texture. It's all messed up. It is maybe kind of like burnt skin-ish. And then, you know, the eyes look crazy and just black with like kind of muscle over that. And the rest kind of looks like a pumpkin, like I said. The mouth looks pretty cool. It's got like stitching all over, stitching up here, lots of grooves. Great paint on this, really, really nice. And the mouth opens, which is amazing. So that I didn't go over, obviously, in the articulation section, because I didn't want to spoil it quite yet. So the mouth opens, and you see the teeth there, which is nice. And some more gnarly bits on the inside, done in red and black. Looks really good. Look at that head, man. Lots of work here. Lots and lots of beautiful work. So, very excellently done. I think Neca did a fantastic job on this head. I don't know how it compares to the Ultimate version. Maybe it's the exact same. I'm not sure, but I think these figures are slightly bigger. I could be wrong. I mean, it's Neca, so they might just scale them all the same. But this is very well done. Here it looks like you see the foam inside. So it keeps the shape without having to do anything with the head. For your size comparisons, I'm going to get this one right out of the way because this is the one I want to do personally. The Mezco, like, super deformed version, which for me was a really good version of Sam, because, like, he is kind of, like, crazily super deformed, right? So, this is really a great piece, and I'm going to be sad to see it go. It's a brick. But give it a really quick look-see around there. So I'm a little more super deformed, not as articulated, because you can see the legs don't move or anything, but I just wanted to show you now the two that I have here. You know, I wish you had these buttons here. That would have been very nice. Maybe I could get my wife to do that. That would have been cool. See, and this just looks cool here, the way it's done. But otherwise, I do like the shape of, you know, the new Sam. I think it works really well as a more realistic Sam. So the clothed thing works pretty good. But I'm going to be sad to see this guy go. He's been a really cool part of the collection. But now we got the Neca. For some other size comparisons, here he is with Gamera, Leonardo, John Wick, Ultraman, Warrior, Hellboy, and Ash. And my final thoughts, my first foray into the clothed Neca figures is a good one. I think this turned out pretty well. You know, there's some things I would do a little bit differently, but I think you kind of sacrifice a little bit of the articulation and stuff like that, accessories, whatever. Because they're doing this clothed, you know, type of figure. It does cost more to do something like this. So I think it's pretty cool that you could get some of these at this price point. So they are a little more expensive than the, like, regular Necas, but regular Necas are going up too, so it's not like that big of a difference. This cost me like 32 bucks overall with tax and stuff at GameStop. So yeah, you know, you are paying a little bit more, but you're not paying like Mezco prices. Where they're charging you about 80 bucks for their clothed figures. Those are a little more tighter, a little more well done, a little more accessories, so yeah, there's differences. But it is cool to be able to get this. And there you go, guys. I like it. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Become a Zillion today. Till next time, peace out, peeps.